Hello, ladies and gentlemen, space engineers, boys and girls. The music is good. All right, we got handcrafted worlds, survival campaign, discover the fate of the Almagest system, survival. I guess we just picked this one. All right, space engineers too. Survival. Earth is just a distant memory now. The future lies in what we build here. I don't know that the original game didn't have an origin story, right? Oh, awesome. Anyways, welcome to the new year, actually. I'm currently on a boat. Not while recording this, but I am on a boat. We are going to skip this because I've seen what the story is. Ooh, and let's do a little audio settings. Or audio. I think we could probably have this down to like maybe a 15. Sounds alright to me. Game settings, what are we playing on? We're playing it background, crosshair with HUD, that's fine. Display VSync off. What do we got? We're playing on high. We'll see. I'm not going to be tracking my anything. Auto rotation off. Don't want that. Alright. We're home. So.
Yvonne, I made it, but just barely. How are the colonists?
The cryopods are stable. Thanks for asking how I'm doing, though.
Holy crap. Clouds. Look at the clouds. Well, I'm heavy. I'm heavy sounding for sure. Alrighty. What do we got here? Light. Light. There we go. That's very loud. What is going on here? Alright. Got ourselves our drop pod. We came in. I think this is terrain manipulation they did. But my understanding is in Space Engineers 2, when they crash, like you deform the ground. Objective complete. Hey, I'm very successful already. Okay, now the loot goblin in me says grind down literally everything. We're not going to do that, but that's definitely what the goblin says. Alright, let's go up here. Investigate the ship. Hello, the ship. Objective complete. Okay, we've got holograms for what looks like our... Okay, what do we got in here? Anything? Oh. That's definitely not correct, so let's go ahead and fix this. Character gear. 1 is always welder, because it's right. So 1. 2 is always the grinder. 3 is always the drill. That's just that's the way it is. I don't make these rules. Should I?
Good news. The drill still works. I've detected multiple ore deposits.
Maybe it can find a better brother while it's at it.
Yvonne, I know you're still angry, but I'm gonna make this right.
Just don't forget about me up here.
Okay, so first and foremost, Yvonne, my understanding the story is this. We're cruising through space. Every 10,000 kilometers or so, or 10 years, or some oriented amount of time, we come out of warp, and then me and Yvonne collect materials and resources to refuel at stations in the midpoint to here, to the Almagest system. And in that time, the other thing that we do...
I found an unfinished atmospheric ship. I'm heading into what looks like an old mine. Maybe I can find some ores to repair it.
Anyway, so then we come out of our last jump, and something goes wrong, and we're at a disadvantage. We're careening towards the thing. We're careening towards whatever we're careening towards, right? So we're about to crash. And as a result, Yvonne gets hurt in the collisions and stuff, and he's like, jetpack or sprint jump. Aha! Jetpack that. Ha! Nope. Just kidding. Anyways, so Yvonne gets injured in our little collision in space, And then when we get here, we're like, we've got to go down and get the resources necessary to try to repair the ship. I think it's called the Calypso or something. And then Yvonne throws a little hissy fit, like, take me with you, blah blah blah. But he's like, bro, you're injured. You're injured. You can't come with me. You're not cool like I am. And so he gets all crybaby. And I feel like this is very loud. We're gonna knock that down to 30. I feel like, ooh, battery for me. Some nickel for me. Love that. Love that. What do we got? More nickel. And I feel like from that perspective of that, I need 920 kilos of iron, 100 kilos of nickel, and 80 kilograms of silicon. And some lead. There's lead up there. Anyways, and so from that moment, and some copper over there. From that moment, it's like he's like, I'm so mad at you. And then like, so now here he is. He's crybabying like, I need a better brother. Blah blah blah. Well, like, sure, fine. You need a better brother, but you also need to quit being a whiny baby. You're injured. What good were you gonna do if you came down here? Now, the voxel deformation, as I understand it, there's no more stone, right? That's the So the voxel deformation is weird and chunky. That's not bad, but it feels like I'm not getting as much silicone. I don't know, it feels like I'm not getting enough silicone. We're gonna keep going a little bit. I do like that my backpack has a percentage fill line, which is at 40%. Oh, look at that, I can just grab these rocks right here. I should have just taken those. Alright, let's get some iron. I also still find, like, I know you can just drill like this, and we need 900 kilos of iron. So we've got the iron, I assume. We do. In first person it seems to do okay, although it feels like in third person you still drill better. So like, okay, I've got everything I need. Now what is this? Oh, this is one of those batteries you can take out. Now if I do this, 30%, that battery's not even charged. I don't want to steal that. I want to steal the charged battery. What about this guy? You're also not charged. No, thanks. Okay, well that's fine. Alright, so now we've got to weld up the ship parts. So we're welding this. Okay, we're welding this. Beautiful. Now what? Reach nearby outpost. Do I need to save these locations? Do we know that? Okay, maybe not.
So, what's the plan?
I'll look for a way to reach orbit and gather the materials and components to repair the Calypso.
Then move fast. I've been stuck on this ship for 10,000 years. I don't want to spend another second on it.
Whiny. He just sounds whiny. Solar? Do I have solar panels? Can I build one of those? Okay, and we rotate with control on this button. Oh, I need quite a bit of silicon for that. I'm gonna go ahead and get some more silicon for this. I'm just gonna put a solar panel in there because I think the battery, if I remember correctly, if I come over here and I pull this, the battery is at 29%. Yeah, so we definitely don't want to go in without a way to charge the thing. So let's see if we can't get ourselves some more silicon. What do we need? We needed like 200. So I feel like I mine faster when I do it this way. That's just me. Maybe it is just me, but it's like Space Engineers 1. I feel like this is like the thing. So, what are we gonna do? What is my thoughts or my plan for this sort of mini series, if you will? I don't really know. I'm gonna break it into at least 3 episodes. I know that. So maybe this episode, we'll just see. I think we're gonna try to hit a minute mark because I don't plan to really cut. Like, unless I have to pause and walk away for a long time, I don't really expect to cut for long periods of time, so let's see how this is. I do like that the jetpack doesn't seem to burn any fuel until you're boosting. Oh, why is that? Oh, and then to paint, you do what? Huh? Well, there we go. Did I off-center that? Oh, I did. That's... You know what? It's not okay. I was gonna say it's okay, but it's not okay. Now, when I break this down, do I get the parts back, or do I get the ore back? I get the parts back. Okay, so... Let's see if I can get this to line up. I need... What do I need? I need, a light armor block, it looks like. And then how do I... Okay, I don't love that. How do I want to put one... Can I not put a block right there? This is very interesting to build in. Okay, let's do that. Now can I put this on top? Do I not have enough iron? Oh, I do. Okay, good. Okay. Is it, can I put a block right there? I can't. Why can I put one? Nope. What? Yeah, there we go. That time it let me. That's still pretty loud. Good grief. Okay, cool. That's gonna be, so now this should be charging, right? If I go into the solar panel, I get what? Let's search solar. What do we got? Current output 366. Okay, battery. The battery's charging fully. Okay, time until full. Okay, cool. So I am charging. Okay, let's... Construction stages. New blocks begin as holograms and weld. Okay. Reach the thing. Okay, that's movement. Alright. Oh, yeah. I think I remember this, and I don't know if I like the way that feels, but we're going to give it a go. Let's do some flying. I don't have a... It doesn't look like I don't have an ore detector on this. It's very easy to get to speed, that's for sure. Look at the map, though. Look how incredible this looks. That's crazy. And I'm assuming, I guess this is all going to be... I know there's a way. I haven't seen anyone do it, but I've heard that there are people who have been playing with water. Like they, I guess, Merrick was like, here's how you turn on the water, but don't do it. Like, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And so some people have been playing around with that. What do we got over here? Is that another ship? Okay. Setting you up to have two friends. Now, is my understanding if you don't have downward thrust, this could be wrong, but if you don't have downward thrust, you can't go down like and without, well, you can, but nothing. What am I doing here? Nothing. I do kind of like that you can just like yeet these boxes. You're just like, I hate you, box, get out of here. That's pretty great. That means grabby hands has got to be coming, hopefully. Okay, we got some piping here. These are just regular pipes. What do we got on her? Hello? Ooh. In case I hurt myself. Bound to happen. Bound to happen eventually. What do we got? Another survival kit. Nice, nice, nice. Did you hear that? Okay, so facility repairs. Repair the conveyor line and testing facility. Okay, what do we got? Oh, it's the toilet. Can I sit on this? I can't. Can't use the toilet yet, but we do have toilets. Ooh, anything? And nothing. Okay. Anyway, so, but yeah, Merrick, apparently there's a way to enable it. Ah, I see what, so we have to, okay, we just need to, what do we got? We got 3 pipes. Easy peasy, we got pipes out here. I don't want to drill the voxels. I'm not really interested in drilling the voxels. Oh, there's iron and stuff nearby. Okay, but why do that when I have pipes right here? And we can look at the build state. Like, that's one build state. That's a build state. Let's get that 3rd build state. That looks pretty cool. I looks pretty good. Not gonna lie. I like the build states.
Inventory full.
Ooh, why do you sound so sad? Okay, inventory full. Ooh. Okay, so if you press R, it's component. Ah. Ooh, and look at that. It's so we've got, it shows steel plates, 40. We've put the 5 in there. 49 is how many I have. I have 8 steel tubes and 49. Well, I have 49 steel. So that's an interesting thing right there that I don't love. When like in Space Engineers, let's say there's a block and you have a bunch of stuff in your inventory and you go blap, it puts all the steel plate in there. And so like if I don't have the steel tubes, it still will put all of the steel plate in there. And this one, it stops at each step. That is a choice. I don't know how I feel about that. But we have 2 more left.
Status update?
I just finished fixing something, and I've got a new location to check out.
This is turning into a wild goose chase.
I know, but I feel like I'm being guided.
Let's hope your mysterious guide knows how to find the parts to fix the Calypso.
Is this, you think this does damage? I'm gonna go with no. No, it does not do damage. That's... Or I am the Human Torch. Oh, there we go. There's a screenshot for the gram. Flame on! Maybe back up a little bit so you can see me a little better. Screenshot. Wait, I gotta turn off the UI there. Screenshot. Okay. Well, I'm glad we could do that. I didn't mean to press that button. I don't know what I'm pressing anymore. I'm all over the map. How do I? There we go. Okay, so he's mad. We have some batteries here. I'm going to take one of those because I feel like those are charged up and mine isn't, and having an extra battery is probably not a bad idea. I have no cargo container. This also does not appear to be turned on. How do I... Oh wait, that's not my ship. This is my ship. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll take off, and wow, we gotta go pretty far away. So this is an interesting design. So far, it's had me repair a few things. I'm curious to see if it's going to be like, all right, now you need to build a base. So we'll see. Is that, ooh. Drilling voxels, yep. Is that a, there was a voxel tear down there. Ooh, snowcap. You think there's... What's making all that noise? I don't know. Anyway, I wonder if it'll have us build a base. That'll be the question of the century. And I don't know if there are emotes yet. I think there are, but I don't know. I like the sound effects so far. They sound pretty good. The objectives are very apparent. Apparently I'm approaching atmospheric max altitude, but I don't seem to have an altitude.
Yes, I found a
Whoa.
hydrogen-powered ship, meaning it's space-capable.
That was aggressive.
Finally. This is going to massively increase your ability to search for what we need and get me out of here.
That's the spirit, Yvonne.
Man, that was aggressive. Yes! Like, okay, check the abandoned ship. Okay. What do we need? We got 1, 2, 3 thrusters plus a battery, it looks like. No, that's a, okay, so I need to go to a mining camp up the hill. Oh, but I can store stuff. Yeah, store that crap. Okay. We checked all those over there, I think. We're gonna check all these boxes. Maybe they got loot in them. They don't. So far, so not good. This guy. You got any loot in here? Woo. What do we have here? Geoforge. Ah, tier 2. Lead, bar, and wire. There's silicone, iron near me. Empty, empty, empty. These boxes not having stuff in them is messing with me. More batteries. Ooh, nope. Nothing. Nothing but disappointment. Okay, let's go up here. Oh, this is just to the roof? Sure is. Okay. What about here? Toilet, shower, nice little bathroom. Healing station, that's good. No parts. Parts? Nope. Parts? Nope. When I, for Space Engineers 1, when I run across parts, things like, I like to just make it to where, like, I've checked it. And you can tell I've checked it because I've grinded the box to at least an unusable state. Like, I'm not trying to take the parts from it, even though they're probably valuable at this point. But it's just sort of like a, now I don't have to worry about, did I check that one? And that is what's happening now. I'm just going to do that. This Geoforge is cool. But I don't have the tools to do anything with that. I know. Thank you, Geoforge. So I need to take my ship to the mining camp. And, oh, should I do it to all these two? Now, these they're not locking to the grid. Is that, like, did they set them down separate from the grid, or is it impossible to lock them to the grid? That is the question that I would ask. Let's see. I heard you can alt middle mouse and it empties your inventory. No, control middle mouse. Nope. Shift middle mouse. Shift right click, alt right click, alt right click. Ah, but it also takes your consumables. Oh, we don't want to do that. All right, let's go get ourselves. Finish building the ship, mining camp, higher in the mountain. Okay, mining camp, higher in the mountain. Check. Let's go. I should mark these on the map, I think. That's what I think. What do you think? For my audience, have any of you guys played Space Engineers 2? Have y'all played through the storyline? I don't know how much is available yet. I think that I'm catching this to the point that they've already done some updates, because I know I saw one thing and it was like you can't I saw one thing and it was like you can't delete GPS markers. I saw another thing that was like just other various, I wouldn't say complaints, but various things. So, okay, locators. What do we need? We need probably everything. We need 2,200 kilograms of iron, so let's get that first. Let's start up at the top. Anyway, so yeah, I think they've already fixed, you can now delete GPS markers, but initially apparently you couldn't. And then What is our inventory space? Ah, yeah, 3.2 tons. The very normal human weight with, yeah, that tracks. That's how much I carry daily. I don't know how much I love not having stone. I know that, nope, I don't know how much I love not having stone. I think I may be one of the stone diehards that like when you start out, stone is very important. I will say it seems like the range of your, it's probably the same, but the range of the miner feels better. Okay, do we have enough iron? We have 2.75K, so we've got enough iron. We're gonna have to probably, oh, well, we don't need that much silicon. We only need 15 grams, so that fixes that. We need 180 kilos of cobalt and 150 of nickel. Okay, the nickel is good. Now where is our cobalt? And how do we get there? Copper, cobalt is over here. Right click drill. That feels like a really small. That feels small, right? That doesn't seem. Or maybe it's just me. Maybe it's not that much smaller. It just feels like it is. I do like this. This is neat. Like this just like small baby battery light thing. That's pretty cool. I can appreciate that. Uh-oh. If that was not enough. Okay, we're gonna have to, how do we, okay, Alt split. So let's do like, we're gonna drop off 100 of these guys. And then right click just drops it on the ground. Oh, I hate that. Is that enough? No, we need how much? 180 kilos? Okay, we have 180, 160, and 50. We have too much silicone. We could have dropped the silicone for the iron, but I feel good. I feel good with that choice. I feel good dropping the iron and not silicone. I feel good with that choice. So we're gonna do that. 3 tons doesn't feel like as much as you think it would. And this thing not having a ooh, we should. Okay, how do we map? Ooh. Ah, can I spin the? I can't. Can I turn? No, I can't. Oh, no, I don't want to add a marker. GPS. Add GPS. What is this? Just Vermine. There we go. And the reason we do that is because I'm not sure that the mine is going to be... Once I lose the quest, I don't know that I'll still have it. I like the way this weather station looks. That's kind of cool. I would be interested to see where the next base is. So I think once we get this thing up and running... Okay, so what do we need to do? First, we gotta weld this up. Okay, so raw components. It's just letting me make all of that? Okay. This guy. Alright. The UI sound is still very loud.
The ship's ready. There's a hydrogen generator on board, but we're missing ice. I'm heading to the mountains to collect some.
Okay. Let's go ahead and dump that stuff in there. There's no reason to carry it about. Ice. So we got an ice cave. Alright, back in the ship. Why don't we just get ice all together? Why doesn't the... What is this thing called? It's, control panel. It is called the what? The grasshopper. Why doesn't the grasshopper have a... cargo container. That'd be useful. Then I could carry more stuff. But I guess it's not meant to be your heavy carrier. Yeah, I would love the dampener thing is weird because you have to have downward thrust in order to travel downward. Like, it feels like gravity doesn't slow you down as much as you would think it might, or as much as you'd want it to. Okay. And some copper. I do like that there's extra materials. Oh, I already see some ice on the ground. Take all this. Okay, so I'm gonna crouch and drill, as we've done many times in the past. Hey, wait a minute, I'm not crouching anymore. Is that a fluke, or is that... Oh, when you drop, you stop crouching. Well, that's dumb. Whatever. Okay, get some ice. See, I would be curious what the equation is, what the ice collection or the ore or material collection equation is. Like, if there's like, so right now I'm drilling on this line between ice and rock. Am I only guaranteed so much ice from that, or is it 100 ice every hit? No, it's not. Interesting. Interesting. I don't know. I don't know how this works. So far, it's running pretty smooth. I've had a couple of hiccups, a couple of blurps. Nothing too bad. But I think we're moving along pretty good. We're about to get to space, it feels like. I'm going to fill my inventory with ice, though, because I don't see a reason not to.
Inventory full.
Plus, I wanted to hear Sad Lady tell me my inventory's full.
Yvonne,
Hi, Sad.
there's something familiar about this landscape.
What do you mean?
Scots pine, oak, daisies, earth species. The trees alone are centuries of years old, spreading over vast regions.
But the first ships from the B.O.R.E project could have only arrived 10 years ago. There's no way this could have developed naturally.
Agreed. But the mystery will have to wait. Repairing the Calypso comes first.
Also, interestingly, I want to do another GPS marker for this ice mine. So we're going to call it Ver Ice Mine. Now, interesting, why does Yvonne sound suspiciously Asian, but whatever my character's name is that I can't think of the name of sounds suspiciously not Asian? Anybody else notice that? Also, why do I not have a pitch? I don't have a pitch line anywhere. Oh, I just pressed a button on my keyboard. Ooh, hand animation. That's the first time I've seen that. I didn't know they were doing that kind of stuff. I don't know that it correlates to anything, but it's kind of neat. All right. You know what I don't know? Really quick. Did we go up into this tower? I don't feel like we did. And I just noticed it was an option. Oh, look at this. Cool. Let's go all the way up here. Oh, I can fly the tower. Lift off. Interesting. Alright. Well, that's all. I just wasn't sure what was going on up there. I just noticed as we flew in that there was an up on the tower. Alright, let's go put the fuel in this thing. And we should just be able to dump the ice straight into there. And, okay, we got our O2H2 generator spinning. All the thrusters seem to be little flamey lighty guys. Alright. Locate a shipwreck. Well, alright. It feels like I should wait for this thing to get a little more fueled before I fly in it. Like we're building fuel right now, which seems to be moving pretty quick, but like, oh, go check out this shipwreck with your barely fueled ship.
Have you left already?
I'm sorry, no, not yet. I spotted a larger shipwreck over the ridge.
Oh, you
I'm
know what
going
I
to check it out.
noticed?
What do you hope to find?
Something. Anything that can help us.
This sounds like a waste of time, Miro.
I don't think... Oh, it does. I was gonna say, I don't think this ship has downward thrust, but apparently it does. What do we got here? This... Cool, look at the landing, the entryway right there. Just like fragged sliding in. Ooh, those look like ion thrusters. Let's take a look. What are we at? We are at 36 minutos. Alright, first thing I want to do, this is called the sledge. Let's do thrust. I think I'm going to grab all the hydrogen thruster and I'm going to group it and call it hydro thrust. I don't know if this is like Space Engineers, but in Space Engineers, hydro thrust, if your thrusters are on even a little bit, they spin fuel. It's very slow. It's like it's a slow bleed, but it does happen. And I don't know if Space Engineers 2 is like that, but we're definitely going to check it out. Okay, inventory is empty. Everything's at full right now. This thing is beat to hell. Hey, I found an entrance to the bridge. Ooh, active gyro. Anything in here? No. Oh man. This thing's making some noise. Like some... Alright. Explore. Use your grinder to clear the debris. I don't... Ah! That that was like it when it was like that when I found it. I didn't that was somebody else. Nobody saw that. Let's just nope. Nobody saw. Nope, that wasn't nothing. Nothing happened there. What do we got here? This is ooh, an assembler. All right, we've cleared the debris there. Into the ship seat. Ah, perfect. Perfect. This is all right.
I've just downloaded a waypoint, Valation Station, belonging to the Colonization Authority.
Who or what is that?
Apparently, it's an orbital station built to support
Ooh,
colonization in the
column,
Almagest
steel
system.
plate.
The logs mention contracts and rewards.
Finally. This can get me out of here. Get up there
See, he's
and
so
see what's on
whiny.
offer.
He's so like, bro. Just gonna go through this window. I don't feel like walking all the way to the front. All right. Also, another interesting thing that's occurring is I have no power, like a hotbar for the ship. So what do I, like, this is, I have to, I guess, do that. Should I get more fuel before? Let's go back to the ice mine really quick and get a little bit more ice because I feel like, whoa! Okay. I don't know when the last save was for that. That's that ship's toast. It's gone. It was a little too fast for me apparently. So much for super dampeners. Did I? Ah. Okay, well, guess what? We're gonna get to. We're gonna. Yeah. We'll. I'll see you in a second once I get that ship back to being back up. Well, good news. We're back. We just gotta get some ice. Nothing bad happened at all. We've been perfectly. Yeah, I'll see you in just a second. I just have to get an extra ice run. No explosions occurred in the making of this video. Now, while I'm reliving my past mistakes, or correcting my past mistakes, I should say, flying in this feels a little wishy-washy. It feels
Have you left
strange,
already?
right? That like.
I'm sorry, no, not yet. I spotted a larger shipwreck over the ridge. I'm going to check it out.
And
what do you hope to find?
Something. Anything that can
worry
help
about
us.
worry about yourself,
Sounds like a
Yvonne.
waste of time, Miro.
Miro. Is my name Miro, or is he saying Miro like? I don't know. I don't know what he's saying. Why are we not locked down? There we go. All right, let's investigate this thing again that I totally didn't already do because it's the first time you're seeing this. Yep, grinding. Thank you for the tutorial. Bye. That wasn't me. I didn't do it. Anyway, flying feels weird. I don't know how to describe it. It just doesn't feel... I mean, clearly it's equally as dangerous as it previously was.
I've just downloaded a waypoint.
As far as I managed to already blow his ship up in Dreamland. That never happened.
Is that?
Apparently, it's an orbital station built to support colonization in the Almagest system. The logs mention contracts and rewards.
Finally. This
Okay.
can get me out of here. Get up there and see what's on offer.
Anyway, what I was saying, like the flying, it feels like, I don't know, it feels not worse, but also a little worse than previously. I don't know, it's very hard to describe the feeling of flying as it sits. Like, it doesn't feel like you slow down as fast as you should. It doesn't feel like you're, like, I don't know. Let's go get some more ice real quick. We're gonna just to get, this part. That way we don't crash the ship trying to come get more ice. We'll go ahead and fill up again on ice. I still feel like drilling in third person still works better. But the flying feels different. I don't know. It's hard to describe it. Somehow slower but faster. The control, it doesn't. It seems like you have maybe less control. I don't know. And it's weird to me that you have to have downward thrust in atmosphere. Like if I'm on a planet with gravity, I shouldn't need downward thrust. But the ships don't seem to want to work without it, based on everything I've seen. Now, obviously, I've not taken my downward thrust off this guy, but I don't know. You see what I mean? It just feels, I think because of the way it feels weird. It feels like they're setting the thing to fly more like HOTAS, or with HOTAS, than with mouse and keyboard. Which, for future proofing and people wanting to do that, that makes kind of sense. But for people who don't want to do that, I think it makes it fly a little sloppy, is all. Now it says stock up. I don't know what this stock up means. We have plenty of ice. We're at 33%. That should be enough to get to space, right? I would think. I forgot to mark the ice mine. I'm gonna go get some more ice one more time. And then we're gonna go to Valation Station. Valation Station is the reason for the season. Once we get to Valation Station, that's gonna be the end of this one. We've made it to space. And so far, all we've done is repair or finish the build of stuff that already exists. We've not had to build a ship yet. I don't know how I feel about that. Also, the music. Why am I not going down? Come on. Come on. Down, down, down. There you go. The music's very triumphant for a guy who hasn't gone to space yet, but I'll take it. I think ice is going to be the most important thing. It's weird to come into Space Engineers 2, which I know is in super alpha, right? We're not there yet. But it's strange to come into Space Engineers 2 on the heels of the core update and Apex update, where it's like, oh, I've got to worry about solar radiation, and I've got to worry about I forgot to empty my inventory. But I've got to worry about solar radiation. I got to worry about food. I got to worry about rested bonuses. Or I don't have to worry about those things, but like, you know, the game's arguably more complex than this game that's gonna be more complex
Inventory
probably.
full.
Oh, my inventory's full. Cool. I'm excited for that. Okay, real quick, I'm gonna mark this mine this time because I didn't do it last time. What do? We do that. M, go to GPS, add marker. We say ver ice mine. And then can we save? We can. Saving world, please wait. Thank you. I love it. I kind of can't wait to build my own ship, like honestly. Obviously, once we get to the space station, we're going to test if we can full ram speed into it without exploding. That's mandatory. But that's how we'll end it. We'll end with a nice ramming speed. Whoa! Not like this. Nice, Grasshopper, you did it. Oh, Grasshopper. Oh, turn that off. It's a waste of power. Do we have any lights on this guy? We don't. That's okay. Alright. Now, we just Valation Station this bad boy. Okay. Full speed ahead. Oh, look at the volumetric clouds. Isn't that beautiful? That's crazy. The game looks super good. It looks like we're heading towards a planet. There is no P gravity, so it's hard to tell what exactly is going on. Or is there a thing that mentions gravity? Oh yeah, we got gravity over on the right side next to the cargo capacity of this ship. Looks like we're at 0.5, 0.525. Okay. So if we turn off the thing, we'll start drifting. So we are at full speed. 0.39. We're just gonna beam into this thing. We're just gonna do. It's got a protective bubble. That means that we can't get hurt. That's what that has to mean, right? I mean, in my mind, it means that. So here's what I say: we full send it and see what happens. Ooh, I'm injured. Why am I injured? Objective complete. Oh, here we go. Full speed ahead. Ah!
The station is fully
Whoa.
automated, but
Whoa.
there is some kind of gateway network to travel through the whole system.
Come and get me then. We can do the contracts together.
We still don't have the materials to repair the ship. I don't even know exactly where you are, and someone needs to monitor the colonists.
And you've decided I'm the one to stay behind?
It's the logical choice, Yvonne. I'll be back soon.
Hey, I don't know where you are.
You'll leave me stranded
oh my God,
while you go adventuring across the Almagest.
This guy.
Up the Millennium, right
this freaking guy. Anyways, he's like...
It's the only way.
He's like, hey, I
Conserve
don't.
power
Oh,
and rest.
this.
I'll come back for you.
Put yourself back to cryo sleep and shut up, is what I would say. He's like, I don't know where you're at. I don't have the parts to fix it. He's like, come get me. I don't know where you're at. I don't have the parts. Like, part of that. All right, so connectors. Now the connectors have the new auto docking thing, as well as electricity and materials between grids. When aligned, press P to connect. So once you're aligned, nope. Okay, back it up. Oh, and then, nope. Oh, okay, and you press P and, ooh, it didn't, that didn't work. Ah, it connected. Ooh, and free hydrogen. Hell yeah, all right. Well, there you go, kids. Why is it? It's making a lot of noise. It's making a ton of noise. All right. Well, that I don't know if there is emotes in this yet. Entrances, energy, decor, weapons, tools, weapons, structural. I don't think there is. Yeah, it does not appear that there are any emotes. So there will be no signing off, but what we can do is take a look at this sweet transition lens helmet and the planet beneath us. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this, you know what to do. We'll be back with another one. We're going to start the next phase of Space Engineers 2. Listening to Yvonne whine like a baby. And maybe some contracts or something. Yeah. Alright. I'll catch you later, taters. And as always, be kind and stay ornery. Bye.